gives a thumbs up.
Okay, so today I'm with Green Girl and we're in Huajianbei. We're in the electronics market and we're walking around looking at a couple of gadgets. And Green Girl is going to be telling everybody some of the, well, experiences that she's had with Chinese suppliers and maybe give you an idea of what to avoid. So,
yeah, sure. Hello everybody, I'm Green Girl here. I'm very happy to be in the video again. So I basically trade with these small electronics and I have had all kinds of experiences. For instance, this week I had a supplier which we have been working for a while, so I didn't really did the quality control and the supplier sent the boxes. For example, the boxes are like this, yeah, and then we have this name of the client, yeah, and the supplier just messed up, and instead of really separating the boxes for my clients, I have clients in the USA and in Mexico, he just decided that to put all products together and he just put the name of the client in the USA. So we didn't check and the logistics sent directly to the USA. And yeah, that's what happened. And we couldn't find the Mexico client products because they were already shipped.
okay, so they actually shipped your Mexican clients' merchandise to America.
Yeah. So how did I handle this?
Yeah.
After I found out this, since we have been working with this supplier for quite a while and we are quite a big client, he agreed on giving reposition of those products. It was 1,000 pieces of cases, so it's not small, but it's not that big, yeah?
Okay, so the first problem is, of course, making sure that the correct address is on the box. Okay, but let's maybe talk about quality and because I've also dealt with suppliers here before and I've had trouble where I've ordered a product, I've been shown a sample, but
that
then,
happens.
you know, when you actually get the product, it's inferior, it's not at all like the sample, so.
Yeah, that's right.
You've had that before, right?
Well, yeah, this is very, very common.
Yeah.
Because especially with people that come from overseas and they are just coming to get to look around, and once they look around they make order and they go back to their countries. So it's very common that suppliers, if they think like, oh, maybe I can make my profit here, they will just ship you the inferior quality.
Yeah, maybe bad batteries.
As you may know, there are more than, sometimes in one product there are more than 5 qualities. Hello, this is one of my suppliers and our silicone cases, and which are sold very good all around the world. For example, this is the good quality one and these are the inferior qualities, and these will cost double over these two.
So I want to ask you a question. Have you ever ordered a better quality one, but they've shipped the worst quality one?
Yeah, that's what happened to me last year. I had a lot of problems in big orders, and it happens like you. They show me one quality, and when it was shipped, they shipped the other quality. And then I spoke with supplier, and we had it solved. But the products are already in the other side of the country, so what can you do? The shipping back is super expensive. So it's very complicated.
Yeah, that's another thing I would like to ask you about is the fact that, you know, this happens, right? And this supplier, did you have a long relationship with that supplier?
Yes, I had a long relationship with one supplier. Mm-hmm. And what we did, it was like, you have to pay for the goods if you want to keep working with us. So some of them pay for the goods and some of them, I just cut them out of my business because we couldn't keep dealing with the same problem over and over.
Actually, let's talk about this market we're in right now. If you look around us, there are all these little shops, and they're all selling, well, in this particular place, looks like mobile phone accessories. They've got speakers, etc. These are all front ends. You can come here, and that's what a lot of people do, is they come here to this electronic market in Shenzhen, and they find a product that they like, then they discuss with the person in the shop, and then arrange like a factory tour. They'll go and meet the factory people and you know, strike a deal. This isn't really a retail space, although you can come buy things retail. It's more It's more about figuring out your supply chain.
Exactly. Actually, in this market you can find factories, and as well you can find just traders, because many of these shops are not real factories but are they are being supplied from the real factory. So you have to really understand who is the factory and who is just
a trader.
Yeah, exactly.
Like an agent, almost like an agent for factories.
Yeah.
So I had a thing in the past where I had ordered for a client about 4 boxes of 4 boxes of a certain product. And what they did was, I checked the samples and they showed me the boxes before they shipped off. But then when they actually shipped, they shipped 3 boxes of the product. The 4th box was actually just full of leftover rubbish.
Oh, really?
From another client. It had the other client's branding on it, everything like that, yeah.
So this was like a mistake, or it was like intentional?
It was intentional.
Oh, really?
Unfortunately, there's a lot of short-sightedness when it comes to business in China. A lot of suppliers, they're very happy to just make one quick deal, make some money, and then not worry about doing any future business, which is a problem.
And actually, it makes a huge difference whenever you're speaking the language, when you speak Chinese and when you don't, so people can trick you easier, because they might think, oh, this person, for instance, doesn't even understand the language, so I will just swap the quality, and it will be very hard for him or her to complain. 你是不是下次不会再发现这个问题？会不会？
不会了。
很好。
哎呀，
乖乖的。
Yeah, I had that. You know, one of the suppliers I was dealing with, he was going to sell me a product, and then when I spoke to him in Chinese, he said to me, you know, that product I wanted to sell you, don't buy that. The batteries in there are really bad. Rather just, you know, I'll sell you something better. So we're going to show you guys something that's quite
hot selling at the moment.
Very
So it's 3D virtual reality lenses.
Let's take a look. Virtual reality.
It's really cool. It's like you are watching a 3D movie by your own with the cell phone.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, it really is. It's just like watching a movie.
Look
really.
at this!
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I like that. It's even 3D.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, they have, yeah.
That's very cool. Thank you.
So there is like the 3rd generation and the 5th generation of this lens. Look,
Yeah.
this is how you put the cell phone and the movies,
Yeah.
and you can choose whatever. So for those lonely souls out there having a Saturday night by themselves.
Yeah. This is a good invention. That's pretty cool. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is delivery times.
Yeah, delivery time is like the top problem when you're dealing with Chinese suppliers, because usually they will tell you the goods will be ready by this time and this date. And when you go and want to pick your goods, they will, for X or Y reasons, say that, oh, these goods are not ready. And if you have already booked a container, then that can really get annoying, because you might have other products piling on other supplier warehouses. And if you don't have a warehouse to store, then you have to pay extra for that. And the second problem is, like, if you are a broker, like in my case, I have to come up with an excuse to tell my clients like why the products are not ready, and then I will just be breaking my promise, my delivery promise. So that's really not good. And the other thing is, like, let's say that you want to be a pioneer on the market because this new gadget just came, and you have planned everything to have it delivered to your country on this date. And for example, the goods will not be ready, so it can delay it upon. Last time for us it was 2 months delay, and when products arrived, it was they were almost obsolete. So instead of earnings, you can have big losses.
Yeah, that's really terrible. Are there any kind of is there any recourse if a supplier is late? Do they give you discounts, or do they
Well,
have a penalty?
well, you have to deal yourself, because you know China is a place. It's like there are no rules here, so you make your own rules.
Yes.
So you are dealing, and if this supplier wants to keep working with me, I'll be like, okay, you are delayed, you want to keep working, you know that we are a good client, these are my conditions for the next time. Either you make a discount, or you give us these free products, or you do this or that. But you have to be careful, because you have to think about these conditions before you make the order. Otherwise, maybe it might be too late.
Right, I understand. Right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this little look into the import-export business and some of the pitfalls that you can avoid. Thank you very much, Green Girl, for explaining to everyone out there. You know,
It was a pleasure.
very, very valuable information. Is there anything else you'd like to tell everyone before we say goodbye?
Well, my biggest advice will be, like, if you're doing business with China, you have to grind, because you can fall into many things here and there, but if you stay true to what you want to do, you will succeed.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, guys, and as always,
Stay awesome!